Well, shit, I just fucked up pretty bad. It's 9:45 p.m. It's still Tuesday, and I got the cat food I needed. Got 4 things because you had to do 4 to get the sale price for 6 packs of Mountain Dew. And I also got 3 chimichangas, which, you know, they price it to make it look like it's you got to buy 3 to get the price, but in actuality, I didn't need to do 3 to get that price. But anyway, I bought 3. Sometimes I fall for that shit, which is fine. I mean, I guess I need 3. I probably need more than 3. And I wouldn't buy anything frozen, but I decided I wanted to go home to get my Mountain Dew before I drive anywhere. Anyway, while I'm loading my groceries, I thought it would be a good idea to, since the iPhone battery is low, a good idea to plug it into the charger cord in the car and sit it down, and so it could be getting some charge while I'm loading my groceries, and then bag is slipping. And then I sat it in the driver's seat, and I forgot that I sat it in the driver's seat and then sat on it when I got in the car while it was plugged in. And I don't know if I fucked my new charging cable, which sucks because that shit was $8, or if I fucked the lightning port on my iPhone. And God knows how expensive that's going to be to fix. And of course, the bigger problem being, when can I get to a shop to get that fixed? Fucking A. Why I always struggle with these kinds of things when I don't make enough money to deal with these kinds of things. But yeah, it's plugged in right now, and it's not charging, and I'm at, like, I don't know, 20-some%. So I mean, I wasn't having an awful night, but that just fucking, anyway, I don't know. Maybe I should just go home and get some rest. I've been trying to remember when I woke up today, and my memory, I struggle with memory, and I feel like I woke up at, this is so stupid, no left turn. I live to the left. Like, I understand the purpose of this, but there's a neighborhood there that people that shop at that grocery store live in. It's counterproductive to make it to where people who live there can't turn left there. I guess I'll take a tour through this parking lot. So, anyway, I'm going to need to go inside and see if my phone still charges on my other iPhone cable, other lightning cable, the one that uses an A-hole, not a C-hole. Yeah, I'm really struggling with my work schedule, and everyone's like, "Oh, you'll get used to it. No, I'm not getting used to it. I'm just, like, really struggling with this. I mean, somebody with my mental health problems shouldn't be fucking having to work anyway. Like, there's supposed to be social safety nets in place for people like me. But they're all broken. They're all fucking broken. Society is broken. In a perfect world, I would still have a wife to kind of help me with these stuff. But instead, I got a fucking psycho stalker ex-girlfriend that doesn't do the things I need a girlfriend to do, but still does the psycho stalker stuff. She's so sweet. You guys are such a great couple. Yeah, no idea. Somebody told me I ran into a karaoke bar last night. Went to Sazerac last night. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I can never pronounce the name of that bar, but at least my friend Pablo is still hosting there. Pablo, who apparently got booted a couple weeks before I finally showed back up in Newtown. So I was going to say what happened with me going to work. It's not much of a story. I don't know why I can't seem to get to it. Oh God. Long story short. So as I mentioned, I just had a fucking miserable time on the way home from work on Monday afternoon. I was almost out of gas because this long ass fucking commute uses so much fucking gas, and I went didn't think I'd have enough gas to make it all the way. I didn't think I had enough gas to make it all the way to having that plugged in. I know it's not getting juice to the phone. Didn't have enough gas to make it all the way to the Costco in Tolleson. Actually, I think it's technically in Avondale, but it's across the street from Tolleson, like at 99th and McDowell. So I went by the taco, and I was super hungry. So I went by the Taco Bell by Luke Air Force Base, by the front of Luke Air Force Base there at Litchfield and Glendale. And then I went to the Circle K down the street at Glendale and Dysart, and I got like $10 in gas, which is like nothing. Like, it's literally a hair over 2 gallons, you know. $10 in gas ain't shit anymore. I remember when $10 was like, you know, like half a tank in this car. Shit, I just dropped my keys. Okay, good, I didn't lose them. But yeah, and I'm like, well, at least stopping at a Circle K, I can get my Sip and Save drink. Nope, couldn't do that because their fucking soda fountain was not working. As I was walking out, some other guy was just coming in to get a soda, like a fountain drink. He's like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, you'd think as busy as this place is, they could keep their shit together, but fucking Circle K all over the place can't do it. Feels like that. Sometimes it feels like that fucking Sip and Save program is a fucking waste of money. And he's like, yeah, exactly. And this is a guy in a safety vest that was working, you know, coming out of like some kind of a work truck, you know. It's fucked up. Circle K's got this program and they can't keep their fucking shit together on their fountains. And it's Circle K. Like, I don't encounter these kind of problems with 7-Eleven soda fountains or with QT soda fountains. This is Circle K great. I'm down to 20% battery remaining with no guarantee that I'm going to be able to put any more juice in this. So I better really kind of wrap this shit up. So let me think. After that, so at that point, I'm trying to get to the Costco to get gas. Well, I roll up, and there's not much of a line for gas. That's nice. But at this point, my air conditioning just really isn't keeping up. By the way, yesterday, hottest day of the year so far in Phoenix. I think it made up to like 108. And so yeah, my AC is not keeping up at all. Car's not overheating yet though, so that's a good thing. But yeah, it's hot in the fucking car. It's not terrible hot, but it's not cooling off the car like air conditioning should cool off a car. And I get to the gas pump and my Costco credit card gets fucking declined. I'm like, well, that's great. So I try to find a shaded parking spot to at least stop and deal with that. And you know, those type of parking lots, they really don't have much in the way of shaded parking. They've got these little trees around, but they're little tiny trees. They're not mature trees that give fucking shade. So, and it's so hot out. And I stop the car and I roll the car down. And as I'm trying to deal with the, you know, when I call the Costco card, I don't get a person anymore. It's a fucking robot. And I'm just going through it and prompt after prompt after prompt, and I'm over my credit limit, and I haven't missed a payment yet. Like, my next payment is scheduled for, you know, I've been doing minimum payments because things have been really fucking rough lately. And my next minimum payment is scheduled for, I don't know, like a couple days away, I guess, which of course now it's going to happen because I did a manual payment yesterday, but I'm over my credit limit, and it's like, so I can't get gas, and I'm just like, well, fuck, I just need to do a payment. So I'm thinking if I just go through the prompts, I'll be able to do it from the thing I did last time, you know, direct deposit from they're like, well, from the checking account you want to do last time, yes, and then it asks for the last 4 digits of my checking account. I don't know the fucking last 4 digits of my checking account. Why the fuck would I know that? You know, so I'm thinking, well, fucking great. So I hang up on that, and of course I'm just starting to sweats just pouring down me, and I'm starting to like get little sores on myself from that, and it's starting to itch and burn, and it's so fucking hot, and I can't idle the car and keep the air conditioning on, or the motherfucker will overheat. So God, I wish I had a sugar mama to just take care of me. because I'm just not really cut out for this stage of my life. Stuff like this that just makes me want to go to sleep and never wake up again. Anyway, so I hang up and I'm trying to get on the Chase app and log in on the Chase app, which I have installed on Obama Phone 4, but it doesn't have service right now. And in this parking lot, I'm not able to get any fucking Wi-Fi. So I realized that I've deleted it on the iPhone because iMovie doesn't fucking manage space for shit, and that was like one of my attempts to free up enough space to export a fucking video, and the fucking so I'm trying to download that, but I'm getting so little fucking bandwidth from Mint, because it's like, you know, you're on the back, you know what I mean? You're considered a lower class on the T-Mobile network. You're considered a less important customer. So during busy times in the afternoon, the bandwidth goes to fucking shit. So I'm waiting for the fucking Chase app to download while I'm in just sweltering fucking heat. And finally, and granted, maybe I could have gone into there was a McDonald's there. Maybe I just should have went to McDonald's and got myself a 99-cent sweet tea, or $1.29 sweet tea, however much it costs. It's still a reasonable price. In hindsight, that's what I should have done, just to get in the fucking air conditioning. But I'm just swatting it. So I didn't think it would take so fucking long in my car. And then for whatever reason, like, I'm not able to get logged into the fucking Chase app. I used to log into the Chase app all the time. I don't know, maybe I changed my password. I don't know. I struggle so hard with those things. Like, why doesn't it recognize the IAEMI on my phone? Why doesn't it recognize that it is my phone and just let me through, you know? Anyway, so I can't get fucking logged in. I'm like, fucking great. So trying to get Google Maps to work. For some reason, Google Maps isn't working very well, and I think it's just because the iPhone is getting so fucking hot that it's not functioning right, you know? So, because I don't know where there's a fucking Chase Bank around there. I don't do that far west. Like, the only thing I've been going that far west for is to go to GYR3, and to go to my friend Corey's apartment, and to go to Katrina's place, and I haven't been hearing much from her lately, so I guess she's, I don't know, busy or not that interested in me anymore. I don't know. So anyway, you know, I brought her stuff back. Maybe that last day that we hung out together, she was just being courteous, but she really needed me to bring her stuff back, because I haven't heard much from her since I left the place, and that was over a week ago. So anyway, so I'm trying to figure out, you know, where's a fucking Chase branch, and the closest Chase branch is clear the fuck over at 75th and Thomas. So I'm fighting traffic to get over there. Well, by that point, my car's starting to fucking overheat, so forget about running air conditioning. And I'm just fucking hot, and I'm miserable, I'm frustrated, and of course the iPhone's fucking up, so it's kind of overheating, so I can't even really plug it in on my charging cord, because yeah, when the iPhone is overheating, you want to make it overheat real quick, plug it into the charging cord, because that makes it fucking generate even more heat. And it's just so fucking hot in the car. iPhones don't function in that kind of heat. And of course, I mentioned I cracked my screen like last week going into Newtown, because I dropped it because I'm clumsy. And people are like, oh, you should put a fucking case on it. You should put a fucking case on it. Yeah, the phone fucking has trouble dissipating heat as it is. Put a case on it and it's just overheated constantly. Not a fucking viable option. Now, what would have been a viable option is some fucking Gorilla Glass, when the guy, like, got it going for me at AZ Cell Phones, but he didn't suggest that to me, so I didn't think of it. You know, back when Cell Phone Jesus fucking Jeff used to handle my phones, every time I'd walk out of his like, be leaving his place with a phone that didn't have the Gorilla Glass, he's like, hey, you want to put the Gorilla Glass on it? I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking need that. And sometimes that made a difference of dropping it and it not breaking. And he would always suggest that. And it's just a couple bucks, and he'd put it on for me. He'd do a good job of putting it on. I tried putting one of those on myself once, and I just fucked it all up, and I had bubbles in my fucking glass, and it was terrible. So that guy's an expert at putting them on. He just charged me a couple bucks more than what the glass would be, and he'd put it on to make sure my phone was good with it. Yeah, a new cell phone guy didn't suggest that, so I didn't fucking think of it, because I don't think of things, because I can't even remember when I fucking ate last, or remember to fucking eat myself, because I'm fucking mentally ill, but I don't have any kind of fucking family support system, or enough, you know, enough people in my life to fucking help me when I need fucking help. I'm a ticking time bomb, and I've lived longer than I should have. You know, I really should have died at 34, like my
my mom's second and third husbands. I don't know why I'm this old. I'm not supposed to still be on this planet. I'm not supposed to be this old. So fuck. So anyway, eventually I get to the bank, but by then, like, and I sit and I wait and I wait and I wait for a banker, because it's not like it used to be when you go in a bank and there's just a banker ready to help you. You just sit and you get ignored and you wait 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 and wait. Well, so I'm just kind of like using my phone to just try to keep my mind occupied so I don't freak out about the fact that I'm having to wait so long at a place where I've been a customer for fucking over a decade. And as opposed to the other place, the other bank where I usually have to wait even longer, where I've been a customer for over 3 decades, but I digress. So eventually a banker comes out. The guy's really nice and it's treating me so good, because I gotta admit, like, I'm beyond crabby. I'm super fucking tired because this work schedule kicks my ass and it just doesn't work with my internal clock, which is nocturnal. And I'm super tired and I'm hot and I'm miserable and I'm just frustrated that my gas card just didn't go. Like, come on, there's a payment scheduled in a couple days. Just fucking pre-approve it and just let me get my goddamn fucking gas. I always make my payments. Why is it so fucking difficult? And why couldn't, when I made the phone call and I'm talking to this robot, like, I've already made payments from this bank account. You know it's my bank account. Why do you have to ask me a secret fucking number that I don't know just to make a payment for my own shit that you already know is my own shit? Why is it gotta be so fucking difficult? God fucking damn it. Sweating in here, dying here. Anyway, I get in. Well, by that time, I'm wanting help, to be able to access the Chase bank account, because I know when I log into the Chase bank account, it does show me, and the online bank, it shows me my last 4 digits. So I'm hoping I can get that so I can see my last 4 digits just in the app. And then also while I'm at it, see how much money I have in there, because I honestly didn't know, but I know there's more than enough to cover what I need to cover on my Costco card. I know I have enough for that. New neighbor and his cute girlfriend he argues with all the time. She is so young and cute, and that guy is like old and ugly. How does that guy do it? How do I do that? That would make me so much happier and so less angry all the time. Look all happy going in right now. Anyway, at this point, like, when I get into the bank, and it would be really nice if in places where there's customer service, like where you sit and talk to your banker and stuff, if there were 2 little cords hanging, one for USB-C and one for Lightning. So people that are coming in that need help with their bank apps can put some juice on their phone while they're needing help with their bank apps, because everybody needs juice on their phone all the time. Or does everybody else just have phones that have such good battery life that they're not struggling like I am? I don't know. I'm struggling with this shit. So by then I don't have enough fucking charge on my phone to even fuck with the app. And I'm like, dude, I said, I'm at this point, I'm lucky if I have enough juice. I said, you guys don't have a place here for customers to charge their phone while they're waiting. And I had to wait a long time. And I just don't, I'm really tired. I said, I've been awake since 11 p.m. yesterday. And I'm really tired. 10 p.m. yesterday, whenever the fuck it was. I don't know. I can't even remember when I'm waking up and when I'm going to sleep, because this schedule is awful. And I'm not adjusting to it. And I can't believe Amazon let me go over a mental health problem during Mental Health Awareness Month. It's all fucking talk, man. They don't care about anybody's mental health. They just care that I don't fucking kill myself in the fucking warehouse. Or they don't kill myself while I still have a fucking life insurance policy through them. They don't really care if I kill myself. Fuck. Jeff Bezos don't give a fuck about me, and neither does Jassy or anybody else in that fucking building. Anyway. So at that point, I'm like, yeah, I don't have enough juice on my phone, and you don't have a place here, a cord here for me to get any more juice on my phone while I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So at this point, I'm lucky if I've got enough fucking juice, and I give him my ID, and I give him my debit card for my Chase business account. And at first he goes, oh, it's easy. I'll just walk you through it. And it goes, it wants my social security number. I said, yeah, this is my business number, my business account. So it doesn't use my social security number. It uses my tax ID number for my business, which I do not know. It keeps asking me for these numbers I don't know. I can't memorize all these numbers. I have a mental disability that makes it hard to do this stuff. And he's just like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. I said, here's my ID. Can you just please get me the last 4 digits of my number? I said, of my account number, so I can at least make this payment so I can get gas in my car and get home. That's all I want to do is put gas in my car and go home and go to sleep. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. I'm miserable. And I've got a long fucking drive in the heat with a car that's just got inadequate air conditioning. And I just want to go home and pass the fuck out. That's all I want to do. And he's like, sure, no problem. And he writes it down for me. I said, can you check the balance too, just so I know what I'm working with here? And he writes them down for me. And then he sits and listens to me as I'm doing the automated phone call with Costco. And it used to be the automation to make a payment was pretty quick and easy. I remember I had times that I did it. I remember I have times I did where I'd go in and I'd try to get gas and I run my car to the pump and I'd decline it. And I'm like, well, that's inconvenient. And I just drive to a parking spot up ahead. Or I just get back in line. I just get back on the gas line. And then I get on the phone. And the transaction's done by the time I get back to the pump. Because it was so quick and easy. It's not anymore. I don't know what the fuck they did to their fucking automation. Their fucking voice robot fucking call automation. But they fucked it. And it's irritating. And the banker's just flabbergasted by how many questions I'm having to answer this robot. I'm like, you understand why I'm frustrated? He goes, that's ridiculous. And I'm like, yeah, this is the fucking world I live in now. I said, I'm ready to leave it. I don't like this existence. I don't like this future that we've landed in. I don't like this. It's fucking miserable. So I just want to get gas and go home. Anyway, so I do manage to get through it. The amount of money that I needed to pay into it ended up being about $2 more than what I had in my Chase account. I thought I had enough float in it. I didn't because some other payments came out of there, which is, fine, whatever. I had about $14 cash in my pocket. So I'm like, it's no problem. I said, I can just go over to the ATM and I can make that deposit. So I'll be fine. So I hate being this close to the wire with my accounts, but I got this. I appreciate your patience, appreciate you being helpful. The banker was a really nice guy. Just really amazed he was able to put up with me because I was in a really, really bad headspace by that time. And he's like, you know what? Just come back on another day after you're more well rested and your phone's charged up, and we'll square you away on that. And I'm like, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. So I'm sorry I'm so crabby. This is just life is just so fucking difficult, and I'm just over it. I'm sick of living such a fucking difficult, fucking miserable life. It just seems like there's no happiness or end to the fucking struggle in sight. So anyway, from there, I end up going to because there's no point in backtracking to 99th Avenue, so I end up going to the Costco over at 33rd and Grand, and it's just a hot, miserable ride, and then I'm having to watch my fucking temperature gauge, so not able to get much help from my AC. A couple times it cooled down enough I felt okay to turn it on, but about as quick as I turn on the air conditioning, the car's about overheating again. And I don't dare take the car to Rob, because God knows when I'll fucking get it back, and then how do I get to work, right? So yeah, I end up fucking, just in traffic is just miserable. At this point, it's late enough in the day that the traffic coming across town is just fucking miserable. As I'm, think I'm taking surface streets. I'm pretty sure I just came down Thomas. Yeah, I took Thomas, but I overshot 35th Avenue because I'm not really used to that part of town. And overshot that by a block, went through the little industrial area there, which it wasn't too tough to get back to 35th. And I thought I would do 35th up to Grand, and there's like a little right exit that's like a free flow onto Grand. But there's a light like right before you get to the intersection because there's an additional train track there. And I got stuck at that light for fucking ever with no fucking air conditioning, fucking 108 out, as I can't even idle my car because just idling my car is making it push towards overheating. So I shut it off, but I don't really know when the fucking train is going to come. Oh God, miserable, miserable day. Can I just have an fucking God, can I just have an aneurysm and be done with this, please? Fuck. Anyway, eventually I get there. I get gas. At least that was smooth and easy. My card worked. Costco card. I think I made it home from there without any additional shit. But my God, by then it was so late. Like, I got off at 1:30, and by the time I got home and got into bed, it was fucking 3:30. 4:30. It was fucking 4:30. 3 fucking hours later. Shouldn't take me 3 hours to get home and handle a couple simple, just get a drink and go. Yeah, and I stopped at a because by then there was an accident on the 10, so I couldn't just take the freeway home. I was hearing traffic reports. I can't, for some reason, my iPhone is so hot and so low on battery, I can't get fucking Google Maps to work to get my traffic aggregate up. But at least I got KTAR giving me traffic reports. And so there's traffic, there's an accident on the I-10 near the tunnel, so I don't want to go that way. So it's like, well, I guess I'm just taking surface streets. So I'm coming across an Indian school, and I end up like taking Indian school to 3rd Street. I don't know, maybe I took 3rd Avenue, whatever. I took the route I took to try to not be stuck at red lights, because at red lights my fucking temperature gauge starts climbing up, you know, because the car's apparently, the fucking fan has blown its fuse again, and God knows when I'll have time to go to Rob's shop when he's actually fucking open and there. And just gonna put another fuse in it. What? So it'll blow another fucking fuse? Obviously, can we fix the problem instead of just putting fuses in it? Jesus fucking Christ. So anyway, I get to the Circle K over there at 3rd and Osborne, which doesn't have the Circle K water, which is like imitation vitamin water, and it doesn't have the fucking sweet tea options. It doesn't have a whole lot of non-carbonated, non-caffeinated, which at this point I want to just get a drink, something, just I'm so thirsty and it's sweaty and hot. So I just want something that's cold to drink, that's non-carbonated, that I can drink on my way home, because I'm incredibly dehydrated at this point from all the fucking sweating I've done in the heat. Trying to do this fucking drive in a car that air conditioning sort of works, but it's pointless because when I turn it on, it makes the car overheat, and I'm trying not to blow my engine. Fuck. So I get over to, the first thing I try to get is they've got like the pink brisk, like the watermelon brisk Lipton on the fountain, which I like that. It's not my favorite thing, but it's a good and of course I put that in. Water. Fucking dispenses water into my ice, so I end up having to fucking dump and waste the ice. Why can't Circle K maintain their goddamn soda fountains? I forget what I ended up getting. I don't know, I got something, but it just like not a lot of options. And then the one that I kind of, well, I guess I'll settle for this, they don't have the fucking mix updated on, nor do they have a sign saying it's out. Because Circle K can't fucking maintain their goddamn soda fountains. I forget what I think I got, like the mango stuff. I don't know, like the mango. It's not the mucho mango from Arizona, because I like that stuff. I would have chosen that before the pink brisk, but no, it's the Powerade mango, which tastes awful, but at least it's something wet and cold. It's not carbonated and not caffeinated. I'll tough it out, but God, that stuff is awful. But yeah, I end up getting that because I just really have no other fucking options at this point, because that soda fountain's fucking awful. I don't know why I keep going to that goddamn Circle K. And that's when I noticed the trick of also, I noticed that where the enter button would normally be was a backspace. That's the first time I actually noticed. It's like, oh, that's why I do that sometimes. Speaking of that, where that being a normal place for an enter button, just now, getting my groceries at Fry's. I hate shopping at this time of night because they don't have a cashier. I liked shopping after I got off work in my other work schedule, because I go in there at 6 a.m. and there was always a cashier. Just one register with one cashier, but it was always the same cashier, and she's an absolute sweetheart and always treats me really good and checks my shit out, even if I'm getting 2 things or if I'm getting a cart full of things. It doesn't matter. I don't mind waiting for that one cashier, so I don't have to use the fucking touchscreeny fucking self-checkout, which I struggle with. And no cashier. When I go at this time of night at Fry's, no fucking cashier. So I have to try to fucking deal with that fucking touch screeny thing. And I did okay with it this time. Thank God. I did. But no, but I did notice when it's key and alternate ID, so I'm putting in my phone number for my Fry's card to get my Fry's VIP Kroger discounts. And I did notice that right after I typed in the number, right below the 9, right to the right of 0, that's where the enter is. That's what I'm conditioned for the enter to be. Why doesn't Circle K have the enter there? Anyway, that's when I noticed the whole thing, that was a backspace. And then that's when I noticed as I was walking away that right as I was getting ready to walk away. Oh, and this is how I noticed. So I get to walk away, and as I pick up the drink, and normally I'm just picking up my drink and I'm walking out. I'm not looking back at the POS, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm done. It already told me my total was 0. Cool. I don't know anything. I'm free to go. And I noticed as I picked up the drink out of the thing, oh, and it made like a happy sound, which made me also kind of reinforce that I thought it was done. But when it made that sound, I just happened to have my eyes on the screen that particular time, and it said transaction canceled. And I never noticed it was doing that before. And I've done that so many times, and nobody's ever been there. When I've had cashiers behind me, they've never told me, hey, you canceled it. You need to press blah, blah, blah. And that's when I noticed, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck Circle K. Fuck this Circle K. Fuck Circle K. And I just went out. I'm like, I'm trying to get another one later today, because fuck Circle K at this point. You motherfuckers. Your customer service is terrible. You can't maintain your goddamn you can't seem to clean your storage. You can't seem to maintain your goddamn soda fountains. And you're charging $3 more a month for this fucking service. Fuck you people. So anyway, just got my pop-up. I'm down to 10% on a battery. I don't even know I'll be able to charge. I don't even care. I'm just trying to get this off my fucking mind because I'm ready to fucking snap. Oh, God. So anyway, really use a fucking lover and some sex to take the edge off right now. And that's the most unattainable thing in my life right now. Serious. That's like the only thing that really helps when I get this high fucking strong. No, I don't need medication. I need a fucking slut. That's what I need. A slut that just wants me for my fucking body, that I can want for her body, and we can mutually take care of each other. That's what I need in my life right now, more than anything. Oh, fuck. Anyway, so after that, I think I make it home without any additional issue. A couple of times the traffic was pretty heavy and the temperature gauge got to the point I was pretty fucking nervous I was going to kill my car, but I made it. So that's pretty fucking nerve-wracking. That brings me to about Monday, almost 5 p.m. by the time I get home and get in bed. And I don't know what time I woke up, but I didn't. No, I did go out. I probably only slept 4.5 hours because I can't fucking sleep that time of day very well. My body wakes up that time of night. I can't go to sleep and sleep a solid 8 hours. I just can't. I'm fucking up my rhythm with this work schedule. Fucking it up bad. So I wake up at about, I don't know, I go to sleep maybe 4:35, something like that. And then I wake up at about, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 8:30. It's not enough sleep, but I can't get back to sleep. A friend of mine I haven't seen in a while message. He's like, well, my place is messy, but I'm down if you want to just go for a drive or something. And he doesn't drive, so it's cool. I enjoy hanging out with him and just someone to be with and talk to, because God knows I need a little of that in my life more than I have it. And then I can show him some parts of Phoenix in the car. And the car's great at night. Air conditioning works great at night, drives great at night. It's in the daytime that this car's fucking awful. If I could live all my life in the darkness, I'd be a lot better. I don't like sunlight. I really don't. Really don't. So, anyway. But at one point I get my bunkhouse. I was like, oh, I don't want to go in there. I'm like, really? I said, well, you can just go in and run in and out. I'm like, and it's like, that doesn't make a good impression to go in, just drop off a business card and run out. Like, generally when I go in, I'm scoping out, and it's better if I'm not alone. It's nice if I got somebody rolling with me, and I thought I had someone rolling with me to be down for that. But no, which is fine. I didn't tell him and ask if he was cool with that. So that's on me. But we get to bunkhouse, and I'm just like, it's like, well, I was just hoping to go in and just grab a grab a couple of drinks and chill. I could talk to the bartender about karaoke and drop off a card, then we could roll out. He wasn't down for it, so whatever. I'm spending time with him. I should have warned him and asked if he was down for that, and then I wouldn't have had any stupid expectations. And of course, I missed the fucking turn, trying to turn in there because I'm not used to going there. Anyway, whatever. So we drove around. It was a cool drive, and I showed him just some views up in some really scenic parts of Sunny Slope as we intertwined between really sketchy ghetto parts of Sunny Slope and really beautiful scenic mountain edge, preserve edge parts of Sunny Slope. Eventually took him home because he works in the morning. I mean, he works about the same schedule I work, just he's able to sleep at night, and I'm not. I'm a day sleeper. I can't sleep at night. I mean, I could kind of sleep at night, but I don't sleep. When I go to sleep at night, I don't wake up in the early morning. It doesn't matter how many fucking alarms I have. The only thing that seems to solidly wake me up in the morning is if I have a significant other who will be woken up by my alarms that will wake me up with sex. That's about the only thing that gets me functional enough to get out the door in the morning. It really is. I've tried other things. Nothing else works. Anyhow, so and it just occurred to me that Mondays is when before I got the Amazon gig, I used to go to Sazerac or whatever the fuck it's called in downtown Phoenix, where Pablo, who also was hosting at Newtown Saloon, so I go there. Had a great time there. I only got to sing one song because he shuts down at 1. By the time I got there, it was like 11:30-ish. And it was super busy. Very young, very attractive crowd there. And of course, I probably am older than most other parents. So of course, I'm not getting any action there. But I enjoyed the view. Now then it gets frustrating, looking at what I really want that I can't have. But I ran into a friend that used to come to my shows. I meet at other shows. That was a girl that was dating a guy that used to regularly come to my shows longer than before I met her. And it's the first time I ever really had a good talk with her. And I guess her and him split up, and I'm not interested in her. I don't find her attractive in the slightest. In fact, I was kind of puzzled by what he saw in her. But and then at one point she said, "Oh yeah, my friends asked why I stay with him, and that you're so much better than he is." And I'm thinking, and I'm just keeping it to myself. I'm like, well, I kind of thought he was the one that was dating below his league and you were dating out of your league, but whatever. I didn't say that because it'd be rude. I mean, that's honestly what I was thinking. I think Russ can do better than that. Anyway, and probably is doing better than that. That's probably the rest of the story that I didn't hear. But anyway, but it's a great conversation with her. And then this other very attractive, kind of tall woman who was an amazing singer. She did a postmodern jukebox version of some song. I forget what it was. But she came up just like, I know you. You're Dan Dan. And I'm just like, I didn't recognize. Now, when the one gal told me who she was, I kind of recognized her, but at least I remembered who she was. She actually had a picture of me on her phone. Sent me these 2 pictures of me with her now ex-boyfriend, which is kind of wild. Of course, now I have her number. And the other gal who I thought was really hot, and she knew me. I didn't recognize her at all, have any clue where I remember her. And she mentioned different places that she hosted at. I'm like, nope, never been to any of those bars. It's like, oh, I know you. You're Dan Dan. I'm like, yeah, I'm Dan Dan. So, I don't know. That was weird. But anyway, after that, and that the karaoke ended at 1, and sat and chatted with her for a while. I probably rolled out of there at about 1:30. So I got home like before 2. I remember getting another Circle K drink. It must have been, I think I got the other drink between dropping my friend off and going to the bar downtown. Because it was definitely before midnight. Like, I got 2 drinks in one day. And that one I made a point to properly hit the button and close out the thing, now that I know that's something I need to do. As I chuckled to myself at how dysfunctional Circle K's automated checkout is. And from there, went to... Anyway, I just came straight home, and at this point I'm just like, and I'm tired. I'm tired again because I only got like 3.5, maybe 4 hours sleep tops. 3.5 hours sleep between by the time I finally got home over the whole fucking just trying to get gas debacle and sweat and traffic and for Circle K not being able to get a drink at it thing. Just 3 hours to get fucking home and deal with that shit. It's too much. It's so hot. It's still long, hot, miserable, everything. You know, why couldn't I get the fucking transfer to the Amazon that's walking distance from here? Why couldn't Amazon hook me up like that? Works so hard for Amazon. For them to shit on me kick me when I'm down. During Mental Health Awareness Month of all things. Give me a fucking break. So, anyway, I end up falling asleep, and I'm like kind of working on my vlog, and I'm dozing off, and I'm waking up, and I'm never able to get like really good sleep, but I'm never really able to get good sleep, but I'm never able to really wake up either, you know. But I'm kind of dozing off and waking up, and then by the time my alarms are going off, then I'm like able to, like, I'm ready to get into deep sleep, but I got to go to work. And so I finally get up. It's about 4 a.m. or almost 4 a.m. And, you know, a week ago, I wouldn't have even known who to call or how to call in sick. But at least now I've got a phone number where I can text Victoria. And she said, yeah, if there's a problem, just text me. So cool. Thank God I have that, because I didn't have that for like my first week working there. And anyway, I get up and I'm just like, I'm so fucking tired. I'm so tired. And I'm not looking forward to the drive. I'm not looking forward to what I know is going to be a much more miserable drive coming home, and scared about like being too tired to make it through a day of fucking forklift without fucking plowing into, you know, fucking up the racking, because it's not an easy thing to do when you're drowsy. It requires a lot of focus and attention. Forklifts are not easy things to operate. And anyway, I just start coughing. And I just about threw up, and then I'm just in just like that point, my gut is in massive pain and my chest hurts, and I'm just like, I just can't fucking do it. And I just sent a text to, and I didn't actually throw up, but it came really close, and I could feel like I could taste the bile in my throat. And I texted Victoria, and I was like, I just can't. I just threw up. I feel like death. And she did text me, but I went right back to bed and just fell asleep solidly. And that brought me to, I don't remember what time I woke up. I probably woke up around 3 o'clock, I think. I'm not certain. I don't remember. I'm really bad at remembering this kind of stuff. I need to get on a schedule that works for me. This schedule currently doesn't work for me for shit. Fucking so miserable. Bring in the cat food first. I can do that with one hand. These things are so expensive. It's like these things and this is the best deal to get the big ones, but it's like $40 fucking. Every time I buy something as expensive as this or the kitty litter, I'm thinking maybe I should let fucking Priscilla come get the cats. And sometimes their companionship is the only thing that I feel like still kind of keeping me alive and stopping from feeling like I'm in total fucking miserable isolation hell. Still got the cute fuzzy thing that follows me sometimes. Hello, fuzzy thing. Anyway, oh God, I'm not in a good place today. At least I got through the door without much struggles. Boy, the last time I tried to come in that door, I couldn't seem to manipulate the lock to save my fucking life. I don't know why sometimes simple things like that are so difficult for me. So, anyway, I'm not sure what time I woke up. There's some mess on the floor, I don't recall. I'm not sure what time I woke up, but it was I think I've been up since 3 p.m. There's just no way I'm going to be able to stay up until 4 a.m. and then drive across town. It's so hard to read this clock. Never mind what's wrong with it. It's 10:25. I should wrap this up. See if what I really need to see is my other fucking charging cables are still going to work. With me sitting on the goddamn phone while I was charging, completely destroyed Oh, I put the remote by here so it wouldn't turn on to that annoying red flashing mode. Is that button? Okay, that oddly worked. Okay, that was a lot better than coming in, flipping on the switch, and then having strobing weird color changing, starting with red. Red doesn't sit well with me. I don't know if it's charging or not. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. I hope I make it to work this morning. But the struggle is just too much.